The Janitor's Triumph. Margaret Turner had spent 30 years mopping the floors of Greystone National Bank. Every morning before sunrise, she arrived in her faded blue uniform, her gnarled hands gripping a mop handle instead of the dream she had once held, to own something of her own. On this particular morning, she finished her shift and walked over to the customer service desk. She needed to withdraw money from her savings account to help her grandson, Tyler, with his college fees. The bank manager, a sharply dressed man named Daniel Whitmore, barely glanced at her. He frowned at her uniform, the scent of disinfectant still clinging to her. "I'm sorry, ma'am, but we have policies. Large withdrawals require an appointment. You'll need to come back another day." Margaret's face fell. "But We're very busy today," he interrupted. His smile was thin, forced. "Perhaps try again next week." Margaret's hands trembled, not with age, but with frustration. She had worked in this building for decades, ensuring that it gleamed for people like him. But to him, she was invisible. Defeated, she turned to leave, when a voice from the executive offices rang out. "Margaret?" The room went silent. A tall, elegant woman stepped forward, Caroline Hayes, the bank's owner and CEO. She strode toward Margaret with a radiant smile. "It's been a long time." Margaret's eyes widened in recognition. "Caroline?" Daniel's jaw tightened. He knew who Caroline was. Everyone did. But what was she doing talking to a janitor? Caroline turned to Daniel. "Is there a problem here?" Daniel hesitated, then quickly found his words. "This customer was trying to make a large withdrawal without an appointment. I was just following protocol." Caroline's gaze hardened. "And did you recognize her?" He blinked. "Recognize her?" Caroline turned back to Margaret and took her hand. "This woman is the reason I am standing here today." She looked around the room. "When I was a young girl, my mother worked late shifts. Margaret, she looked after me. She taught me kindness, strength, and the value of hard work. When I struggled, she believed in me." The staff murmured in surprise. Customers leaned in, intrigued. Caroline's eyes glistened with emotion. "I've wanted to repay that kindness for years." She smiled warmly. "I was waiting for the right moment." Margaret's breath hitched as Caroline pulled out a folder from her handbag and handed it to her. "These are the ownership documents of the bank. I transferred them this morning." Daniel gasped. "What?" Caroline turned to him. "Margaret isn't just a customer, Mr. Whitmore. As of 10 minutes ago, she owns this bank." Silence filled the room. Margaret's fingers trembled as she opened the folder, scanning the documents. It was real. Tears welled in her eyes. "Caroline, I don't know what to say." Caroline squeezed her hand. "Just promise me you'll run this place with the kindness and respect you've always given others." Margaret straightened. For the first time, she wasn't just the janitor. She was something more. She turned to Daniel, her voice steady. "I believe you have some work to do, Mr. Whitmore. Starting with treating every customer with dignity, no matter what they're wearing." Daniel swallowed hard and nodded. The bank employees broke into quiet applause. Customers smiled. And Margaret? She stood taller than ever, knowing that kindness had come full circle. The moral: true wealth isn't measured in money but in the kindness we invest in others.